Some of my favorite types of games are god-killing games, such as God of War, and I recently discovered one of the best god-killing games ever made, Asura's Wrath. I found this game by some Instagram meme clips, and the game looked absolutely amazing, so naturally I had to platinum the game. This game's platinum is actually pretty hard too. The main guide gives it a 4 out of 10 difficulty, but for some reason this other guide gave it a 6.72 out of 10. I'm not sure where bro got all these extra numbers from, but I guess there's that to add. This game also, while only taking a 25-hour grind, I would end up having to beat the game 4 times for the platinum. For the first playthrough, it was mostly just to have fun with it for your first time kind of thing. I would have to try and get as many S ranks as possible though throughout it, but to be honest, this game definitely requires you to play through the first time before attempting it. I just started off the game by playing on normal difficulty, and my main goal is to just enjoy the story. Also, just a warning, for some reason this game didn't have a setting to lower the audio no matter what I tried. So at the start, the music will be very loud, but later on I just paused the game each time I got a trophy. The story starts off with us playing as Asura in an attempt to save the world from the world's core, I guess. And playing this, I was not locked in and honestly didn't know what I was doing. This is also where the game shows us that Asura's Wrath is mostly a movie where you fill on-screen prompts to play the game aside from a few areas later on. At the end of the level, we meet with our wife and kid before getting called to the Emperor's office after stopping the World Eater, where the god Deus sets us up for murder and strikes us to our death. After getting struck down, a gold spider helps us escape death for us to seek revenge, leading to the first boss fight of the game. And this is where the game starts to really show its colors of peak cinema, really. And honestly, I'm just going to show the game's gameplay itself from now on and the trophies I got throughout the story, which aside from the boss trophies, there were quite a lot of miscellaneous ones as well. But before we get into it, let's get into the sponsor of today's video, Shoesmates. Shoesmates is a company that creates custom designs for shoes from genres such as anime, gaming, movie franchises such as DC, and many other categories, each design being very clean and looks awesome. They have shoes from Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Plants vs. Zombies, Pokemon, and honestly, there's so many unique designs, I wouldn't be able to name them all, but some of my personal favorites being their Dandadan shoes and Naruto selection. But as you can see from their selection, it's very vast, so if you want to take a look at all the designs they have, check out the link on screen by using my affiliate link and use the code COLDSTONER to get 10% off your first order. And again, thanks to Shoesmates for sponsoring this video. Oh, I locked in and clicked the button this time. Oh my goodness gracious. Anger management. I'm guessing a really bad rank. Oh, I got A. You have earned a trophy Mortal. Alright, bet.
What Lord Deus spoke of was true. It has been a while, traitor. The 8 Guardian Generals who knew only war are no more. We 7 deities rule and maintain order.
There we go. Shut up, Wizen.
Witness the power bestowed upon us by our priestess, your very daughter, Mithra!
There we go. The 6-armed man, baby. This is sick. That is part 1 over. Suffering. Bro, that was actually crazy, bro. This game is amazing, dude. There we go. Too legit to quit. I wanted to just get that trophy real quick. There we go. Pain is universal.
entire fleet.
Shut up, Carlo. Whoa, sometimes I feel like... There we go, like a fish. There we go, denied. That's 4 trophies. Shut up, August. There we go. Heads will roll. Rebirth. Let's go. Rebel with a cause. There we go. Can't touch this. A cry of anger. There we go. There we go. Taking out the trash. Quick to the draw, there we go. It takes two. There we go, baby. There we go. Karma. That's the end of the game, baby. That was actually a really hard level, to be honest. I'm guessing we're gonna get a bit of trophies. The truth hurts, and I think we're actually gonna get multiple here. Yeah, CG collector. Yeah, I got a lot. Art appreciator. Movie buff. Fighter. And be the fist. Be the fist. I think that's all of them. Oh no, and ka-ching. Alright, so after beating the story for the very first time, before doing my second of 4 playthroughs, I had to go back to the levels that I missed all the S ranks and get them all. This was overall fairly simple since this was normal mode after all, but I was still kind of getting used to the game since it only takes around 7 hours to beat. And to actually get an S rank, there are 3 things you have to focus on. The first thing is speedrunning levels as fast as possible, performing as many combos as possible, and getting a perfect score on all timed events. So there were a few levels I struggled with, but the first level I struggled with, and to be honest the only level, was episode 15 where he plays this guy. But to be honest, I forgot his name. We have to fight the corrupted version of Asura. Now this chapter in general is relatively easy, but the hard part about this level is the strict combo points you have to score combined with the strict time limit. To actually get a lot of combo points, you kind of have to keep Asura alive, wait for him to kind of stand still, and beat him down as much as you can with heavy attacks before he gets up and hits you back. This is the general way for all the levels, but this makes it take much longer to actually beat someone, as to actually beat someone quickly, you have to spam your main attack. The problem with that though is you get little to no points, but the way to score combos and get high points is to charge heavy attacks in streams of combos. So this level combined with the time limit made it miserable to go through, and trying to figure out how to get high points quickly enough was super hard. Because I'd either get an S rank on the time limit and get that part done, or I would get an S rank on the combo score, but I would never get both at the same time, so I wouldn't be eligible for the S rank. But before I could even finish this level, I did actually score myself 4 trophies from past S ranks I was recording, but my capture card corrupted for whatever reason. Thankfully, the 4th trophy I got, I did actually get the footage of, and that was during the level we're just talking about right now, for activating Burst 100 times. Oh, there we go, Aurora Fury. Anyways, after a few attempts, I got super lucky and managed to get the S rank, and I don't really know how I did, but in hard mode this would actually be much easier, but more on that later. Oh yeah! Alright, Demigod and Shinkoku Soldier. 2 silver trophies, baby. Holy crap. With that said and done, I can now start the second playthrough. After getting every S rank, that unlocked me a bonus item that changes the way I can play the game, and that's the Master Blind Gauge. What this is it doesn't allow me to see how much health I have or my rage meter. Now this doesn't change the game in any way, and I could get the trophy doing this in easy mode as well. So with easy mode and now understanding how this game's cutscenes work, I flew through the second playthrough and got this trophy super easily, and got it done in just a few hours. Look, ma, no eyes. With that easy trophy out of the way, I unlocked yet again another gauge for my next trophy, and that's the Mortal Gauge. This makes me take far more damage from enemies, and in some cases, mostly bosses, they'd be able to take me out in just about 1 or 2 hits, and how to beat the game using this. Thankfully, I could use it on easy mode, and it makes a lot of the parts in this game a lot easier, and also considering most of this game is a cutscene kind of gameplay thing, it wouldn't play a huge role. But for the parts that it did come into play, this was honestly the hardest part of the entire platinum, and only because of the final level. Again, thanks to easy mode, most of the enemies' attacks were fairly predictable, so I breezed through this relatively quickly without too much trouble. I would of course die quite a bit, but it wasn't all too bad. But the final boss is a different story. Some of his attacks were 1-shots, and others were 2-shots becoming unbreakable combos. Some parts of his fight, the main way to damage him is parry attacks, but these parry attacks last for a split second, and you have to click any of 4 buttons. buttons. You have to know exactly what to click almost right away. There was zero room for error in this fight, or I'd instantly die and have to restart this already 15-minute long boss fight. Thankfully, this fight didn't take too long, but the worst part is I'd have to do this fight twice because of the secret ending where you have to fight the same chapter again. Either way, aside from this boss, the rest of the chapters were fairly easy, which left me getting the trophy. Alright. Well, there we go. Alright, there we go. Who needs health? And I think we're gonna get one more. And the whole 9. Now I moved on to the final and honestly easiest part of this platinum, and that was to beat and obtain every S rank on hard mode. Now this might not sound easy, but when you beat the game with Immortal Gauge, you unlock the Unlimited Gauge, which allows me to spam stunning heavy attacks infinitely. But the main concern is combos, but with this, on any fight I could spam it, which would stop any boss's attacks and sometimes stun them for a massive combo. So I would kill the boss almost instantly and land super high combos for crazy battle scores. So I flew through hard mode easily, getting pretty much every S rank on my first try thanks to this. Also, thanks to this being simple, I set myself to pop 4 trophies all at once for simply beating the game on hard mode, and 2 trophies for every A and S rank, all popping at once along with the platinum. Warrior, Guardian General, Deity, and Enlightenment. That is Asura's Wrath's Platinum Trophy, baby. And there you all have it. That's me popping honestly the best game ever made's Platinum Trophy. This was honestly the most fun I've ever had platinuming a game, and I can't recommend it to you guys enough. I played this on the original PS3, but the values of this game had a big increase since I bought it, so if you want to try it out for free, you can on PS Plus Premium on the PS5. Thanks again to Shoesmates for sponsoring today's video, and make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.